Hi guys, I'm Sarah. Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to go over 5 things that you can do to help cut the costs in your budget. Some of them are easy wins, things that they are very low effort to help cut your budget, to help create some margin, which is what we all need in our budget to get ahead in life. So the first one is start with easy wins. And for me, a big one, huge, was subscriptions. And I've talked about it in a previous video. I was wasting an incredible amount of money on subscriptions that I was not using. So the key is, if you have things coming out of multiple bank accounts or credit cards, you need to look at all of it, and then go through one by one, see what's being charged, and cancel as needed. Maybe you just need to change your subscription to like a cheaper version if you don't utilize all the benefits of that subscription. That's what I did with Netflix. I was paying $17.99. I didn't even know. I thought I was paying $7.99. I had no idea the price went up and that they raised it. So, but I cut about $180 of subscriptions a month. That was pretty easy because it was things that I was not utilizing. Another one, so that's tip number 1. Another one is all the small spending, which I've talked about in a previous video. So cutting out your daily coffee, just running to the grocery store multiple times a week. These things don't seem like they matter that much. But when you're going out for coffee 3 times a week, depending on where you go, I'm in Canada, so we have Tim Hortons, which is like the cheaper version of going out for coffee. It's not like Starbucks, but it still adds up. I was spending over $100 a month going to Tim Hortons and going to Shoppers Drug Store. Like, we have Shoppers Drug Store here is like a big like drugstore chain in Canada. And I was going so much. I spend so much money at Shoppers that I'm not allowed to go anymore. I have to really watch it. It's very easy. I love Shoppers, and I can drop $100 pretty darn fast whenever I go into that store. So I have to go in with purpose and mission focus before I go in. So those easy wins, not going out for coffee, and not going to the grocery store multiple times in a week is really helpful. If you plan ahead your meals and what you're going to be making, shop from your pantry first. See what you need, build your recipes, what you're going to make for the week around what you already have. That will help cut your grocery costs big time. Okay, so then on to number 3. It sort of leads into number 3, what I just said. You need to try to cut your grocery bill. This is difficult in this day and age because groceries are insane, but it can be done. You have to be strategic. You know what I'm saying. Strategic, that word, in how you do your grocery shopping. And what I mean is, again, like I said, you go to your pantry, you go to your freezer, and you see what you already have. You build your weekly meals around what those items are. Then you add to it from the grocery store. That's gonna help food to not go bad. You won't be wasting food, and it will cut your grocery bill down a lot. And also only make food that you like. Don't try, if you're not someone that likes a certain type of food, don't try to make yourself eat it. I've done this. If something's on sale, I'll buy it thinking, oh, it's so cheap. I can like this. And I don't. So just stick with what you know you like. If you want to experiment with different recipes, it's fine. But for me, for instance, I hate fish. I don't like it. I'm not going to eat it. I have tried to buy it before because it was on sale and it's healthy. So I thought, oh, I can eat it. No, I don't like it. I'm not going to eat it. So just buy what you know you will eat and what you know your family will eat. If your kids are picky, like mine, I have very picky children. It can be tricky, okay? It's tricky. So I compare prices with the different grocery stores. I try to price match when I can. And then I try to make a lot of their snacks. I try my best to make something like my children like cookies, or like these cookies called haystacks. I don't know if they have them in the US, but here They're really easy. It's almost like a macaroon. It's oatmeal and coconut, chocolate, sugar, butter. They're not hard to make, and you can make a lot of them. So like one batch makes like 40 cookies, and they're relatively healthy because there's oatmeal in them. So there's a bit of fiber in them. It's not that bad. So I try to make some of their snacks, but we spend a lot. I feel like most of our grocery budget goes to dairy, and dairy is unfortunately expensive, but I'm going to attempt to make my own yogurt. I'm going to try this because I have an Instant Pot and there's a yogurt setting. I haven't done it. I'll let you know how it goes, but I'm going to try. Also, speaking of which, I also have made this week and a few weeks ago, I made stock, vegetable stock and chicken stock in my Instant Pot. Easiest thing ever. And all I've done, I'm not buying any extra vegetables for the stock. I'm using the scrap. So if I peel a carrot, I'm putting all the peels into a freezer bag. It's the same bag. I just have it in the freezer. And when I'm doing meal prep, I pull it out, put all the scraps from the vegetables in the bag, and then put it back in the freezer. And then when it gets full, I can make vegetable stock. And I did that, and it worked amazing. And I froze it in, I save all my yogurt containers, and I saved it in the freezer. Then I just made chicken stock because I had a leftover carcass from a whole chicken that I had. And I did that and it turned out amazing. And stock, like to buy broth, is really expensive. And I have celiac disease, so sometimes there's things there can be barley in it. Anyways, worked out really well. So if you cook from scratch, use everything that you have. So don't let food go to waste. It will cut your grocery costs for sure. I know it's tricky. It's hard when you have children, but it can be done. Just focus on what they like. Even they like bread, try making bread if it's really, because I find a loaf of bread, unless you get it on clearance, a full price loaf of bread is expensive. So I only buy it if it's on the clearance rack. That's the other thing. Shop the clearance rack. I only buy meat if it's 50% off. If it doesn't have that 50% off sticker, we're not getting meat that week, which is why when I see that sticker, I end up stocking up because I know I might not see it again for a few weeks. So look for that 50% off sticker. Very, very important. And eat all your food that's in your fridge and freezer. Do not let it go to waste. Then number 4 is free or low cost entertainment for yourself and your family. If you have children, going to the library. We're in Canada, it's winter, tobogganing, ice skating. There's public rinks, outside rinks where it doesn't cost anything to go. Tobogganing is free. If you have a pair of secondhand, like cross-country skis or something like that, snowshoes, go out on the trails. All those things are great. If it's summer, nice weather, bike rides, going to the park. We went for a nature walk actually recently. There's like a nice little area to go for nature walks, and they fed birds and they had a blast. We were there forever. They were outside all morning, and it's bonding time as well. So free, low cost activities. And it's very hard for me to say no. I want to give my kids everything. I want to take them to the trampoline park and take them to see a movie and take them wherever. But the trampoline park is like $20, around that price per person for like a half an hour or 45 minutes. It's like an insane amount of money for like such a short period of time. So it's really, in my opinion, not worth it. I can't, unless I have a gift certificate, I can't bring myself to do it. Movies, if there's a movie that they really want to see that has come out, I might do that, but I'd always get the tickets at discount at Costco first. And then if you want a movie, you can always wait till it comes out on one of the streaming services, make popcorn and do it at home. And the library, my boys love the library, and they don't even really read the books that they get from the library. They just like going to the library. It's free, whatever. And number 5 is learning to be content with what you have and enjoying your home. Sometimes that means you need to clean your house. Like I have a mess there on my bed right now that needs to be cleaned up. Sometimes that means decluttering. It means making your house more livable, maybe rearranging furniture, but enjoying what you have without having to add to it. And I'm so bad at this. I'm a spender. Like I've said in another video, I have a shopping problem. I've always been a shopper. It's something I've done at a board, like it's been a hobby. Like I would just shop because I was bored, because it was a relaxing thing for me to do. So it's really hard for me to be content with what I have because I always want something new. But learning this skill, and it is a skill, it's a learned trait, I guess, to be content with what you have been given. It's so important. And I don't think I would ever get ahead in life if I didn't learn this. And I'm still learning it. It's a process. I'm not there yet. But if I never got there, even the beginning of it, I would still be in that dark shopping state, the chronic, get the money, spend the money, get the money, spend the money, spend every dime. I had to spend it. And if I had money in my bank account, it felt like I had to spend it. And then I would be wondering why I had no money and why I couldn't save anything. It's because I didn't try to save. So those are my 5. Okay, so recap. Number 1 was the easy wins. So subscriptions, stuff like that. So cutting out the things that are easy to cut in your budget. Number 2, all the small purchases count. So trying to not go out for that coffee, going to the grocery store multiple times, stuff like that. With my Christmas money, I got an espresso machine. It was a really big debate whether or not I was going to get this espresso machine. Very big debate. It went on clearance. It went 50% off. I had the money. I bought it. But the pods are more expensive. So I was like, but I love the coffee that it makes. I love it so much. It feels like a luxury. And it's still cheaper than me going out for coffee. So to me, that's me. I'm not going out for coffee, but I'm still enjoying what I have. I'm still enjoying that coffee, even though it's at home, because it's good. Number 3, cutting your grocery bill, eating from home, cooking from scratch, shopping from your pantry, freezer, building your meals from what you already have. Really important. I licked my finger. That's what I just did. Number 4, free low-cost entertainment. Bike rides, skating, tobogganing, anything that's free, library. There's always, here we have some free outdoor activities in the wintertime, like there's, like Frost Fest, stuff like that. Anything that's free, low cost, conservation areas, nature walks. And then number 5, learning to be content with what you have, no matter where you are. And enjoying the house that you've been given. Enjoy, I have this chair, see my chair over there? I love that chair. I sit there every morning, read my Bible, drink my coffee. And I love it. I have my treadmill over there so I can exercise, and it's just enjoying what you already have. So guys, that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you have a great week. Bye.